What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Stocks with Mike and Tom show. AMC is going absolutely crazy. It is up around 100% today, and short sellers have lost over $2 billion, and they are not going down without a fight. Short sellers are still holding on to their shorts. In today's video, we're going to cover what's going on with AMC and the most important news in the market right now. Make sure to stick around to the end of the video. At the end of today's video, we have a $28.7 million options trade that has to do with AMC. So make sure you stick around to the end. But Tom, what happened in the market today?
Yeah, AMC is exploding. We can see that in pre-market today, it exploded up to $45 a share. And then as we started trading throughout the day, it pretty much rocketed up all morning, passing above 45. And once we finally crossed 45, just exploded all the way up to 61. And then we had a quick halt and made the stock actually come down a little bit. Then it flew up to 72.62 and then halted again as it started to come down a little bit. And then the stock just kind of went flat, but we can see it's up 95.22%, which is amazing. And it was up over 100% at its highs today. But CNBC reports that more than 500 million shares were exchanged today just on AMC alone, which is insane. And its 30-day average volume is 143 million shares. So 500 million to 143 is just nuts. That's probably why we saw it go up, of course. And we can see the volume at the bottom of the chart, how much was really coming in today, especially compared to even yesterday. We can see there was even more volume today, which is honestly a good sign. That's probably why it kept going up. But this is just nuts. No one expected this. They said that the stock is up more than 2,500% from year to day. So this is insane. I know I've been seeing a lot of screenshots around of people making a ton of money on AMC, whether it was calls or whether it's shares that they've been holding. But this is just getting absolutely nuts. It looks like we might continue up tomorrow. It actually held its ground today at the end of the day, ended up holding around $65 and still looks like a very strong play heading into tomorrow. So definitely watch out. But this is getting nuts, Mike.
Absolutely. And I think the craziest thing is how shorts have still not covered. Like, the stock is exploding, like literally, and these shorts are still holding on. So like eventually they're going to have to cover. I'm very curious to see what they're going to do, to cover, because you can't just hold on forever. You have to pay short interest fees. And then, if the stock will just keep exploding. So overall, this is a crazy situation. We rarely see setups like this. So let us know what you think AMC is going to do in the comments down below. I know some people are saying it's going to fall back down to 10. We have some people saying it's going to explode up to 200. And we even have people saying it's going to go all the way up to 50,000. So let us know in the comments down below what you think is going to happen. I think it's crazy how shorts are still holding on to their positions. But no matter what, please be careful. Only risk what you can afford to lose. Please, please, please be careful. This is a crazy situation, and we really don't see setups like this too often.
Yeah, we don't. And man, definitely join our live stream tomorrow morning. We're going to be covering AMC right as the market opens. And I'm sure we're going to see a lot of movement and hype. So to check out Stocked Up Live on YouTube, and it'll be in the link down below, but go check it out tomorrow morning. We'll have an amazing insight, and we'll definitely have a fun morning if it starts to pop above 72.62 and possibly head back up towards $100. But man, that company we talked about yesterday, Mudrick Capital, which ended up buying some shares of AMC. They bought 8.5 million shares at $27.12 a share yesterday. And then they ended up selling out midday around like 33.60, 33.70 level. And then it ended up going back down. But the big thing is that Mudrick Capital lost out on almost $300 million by dumping AMC a day early. And, with that much money on the line, they had 8.5 million shares. I don't blame them for letting it go yesterday, but that's nuts to hear. They could have profited $300 million on that one play where they ended up getting those AMC shares from AMC. And this is all reported in a filing by AMC as well. So that's how we figured it out. But this is absolutely nuts. I hope it can break 72.62 tomorrow and keep rocketing up. But it's insane that Mudrick Capital missed out on $300 million. But we are seeing a lot of people talking about other stocks as well. We see everyone talking about AMC, GME, and others, but there is another popular one people are talking about right now called SNDL, Sundial Growers. And, everyone's always looking for the next hot stock, of course. And this is one a lot of people have been talking about today. It's up 13%, and it's actually a marijuana company. So it honestly would get thrown in with those meme stocks. And I think it could be a pretty good, maybe not short squeeze per se, but at least it has a lot of momentum going up. And if the chatter on Wall Street bets and stuff starts talking about SNDL, that could be a possibly a good play. I'm not saying it's going to move like AMC, but it could be a pretty good play over the next couple of weeks.
You know it. And then GameStop is doing very well too. It's up around 13.5% today. It's getting really close to that resistance, right around $300. And we're really just in some crazy times in the market right now. But Tom, what other major news happened today?
Yeah, I just wanted to talk about the overall market really quick because everybody's talking about GME and AMC and SNDL right now, but it almost looks like the SPY is trying to double top here around 422. It's having a lot of problems breaking out here, and it didn't necessarily go red today. It was up 0.16%, but we can see at open it kind of came back up a little bit and then started tanking off end of day, which was a little unexpected. There's a lot of growth stocks going up, and I just haven't seen too many stocks going down per se to make the market go down this much. But with AMC and GME going up, it could be drawing a lot of capital out of some of these other companies. People could be transitioning like we've been talking about, and just be careful because there's a lot of talk on AMC GME right now. And if we start to see the market turn over, and like if the SPY falls below 419 tomorrow, we might see it go pretty bearish, and that would be a pretty bad sign. So just be a little careful. A lot of people are really focused on AMC and GME right now. So just don't forget any of your other positions, and just keep in mind the SPY looks like it's trying to double top at 422. If it can break that and break out, awesome. Trade the breakout then. But until it breaks out, I'm going to be a little wary of it and definitely look for it to fall below 419 tomorrow.
Sounds good. Well, we have to highlight our member of the day today, Cornish. He's just been doing amazing lately. He said he's beaten his personal best one day take 5 times in the last week. So if we pull up the profits channel right here, he's up around 32% on the day. He's doing an amazing job overall. Huge shout out Cornish, and just great job overall, and keep it up. But now, Tom, let's get right into the momentum plays for tomorrow. And with the first one, we have BLNK.
BLNK, blink charging, going up today again. Make it break up above $39. And these stocks, these charging stocks like BLNK, CHPT are starting to really pop.
You know it. And then we have Palantir.
Yeah, this one's amazing. I know Hunter loves this one, but make it break above 24.84 tomorrow.
All right. And with the last one, we have Airbnb.
Airbnb, this was an amazing trade today, but make it break above 152.70.
Sounds great. So we are watching these 3 plays for potential day trades tomorrow to the upside, only if they break above the level Tom listed. To the upside tomorrow. But Tom, we have to highlight the Airbnb trade from the bot today. It had an amazing call out. Our bot called out the Airbnb 150 strike calls, around $200 each this morning, and they ran all the way up to $420 each. The bot has been on fire. If you want to trade with the bot, Tom and I, every single day, you can click the first link in the description down below for about $40 off. The bot calls out intraday options trades, and it has been on fire. So make sure to check out that link in the description down below. But now let's get right into the $28.7 million options trade for this week. And we are looking at the AMC 40 strike put options that expired this Friday. And I'm definitely going to say that the smart money is shorting these put options. And I say this because, one, they're like $20 out of the money, but also, two, the implied volatility is sky high. So basically, it looks like the smart money is taking advantage of these overpriced options in shorting these puts. So they want AMC above $40 each. So that's my take, Tom. What do you think?
Yeah, they're going for about $1.40 right now, or $140 per contract. So yeah, that's honestly pretty good for expiring this week and being at $40. I would have to think that they're shorting it as well. If they were expecting AMC to 40, I mean, that's going to have to be a huge drop. And, there's still a lot of momentum in AMC. So honestly, I would have to say they're shorting it too. There's only a couple days left till expiration. So that would be my main reason here. Plus, we're just seeing so much upwards momentum, and it's $28 million. And if they were buying puts straight up on this, I think we all know how risky that would be with $28 million buying puts on AMC, which just went up 100%.
and then also that they're out of the money, and then also that they expire this week. So yeah, I definitely think that they are shorting those put options. But now let's get right into the questions from the previous episode. And we have Mike saying, great content. I follow your guides almost every day. Amazing job on the detailed explanations. What are your thoughts on Palantir? So Palantir had an amazing day today, up around 6%. A lot of growth stocks, including Palantir, have gotten beaten down a lot over the past couple months, but I think it's at a pretty solid level for the long term right now. I like Palantir for the long term, and even in the short term, they have a lot of upwards momentum. Just one thing to watch out for is they do have a little bit of resistance right around that $26 area.
Yeah, I think that's going to be a pretty hard resistance to break. But if we do it, it just means more upwards movement. And hopefully it can break above the high of day for tomorrow, 24.84. I think that would be a pretty good time to go ahead and buy in. I know this was on our momentum plays as well. And I really like Palantir too. I think it's a good long-term setup. And honestly, like a lot of these growth stocks are still at good prices. Like Mike said, it's still at 25. Highs are at 45. So there's a lot of growth. And personally, I would just grab some shares or maybe some leaps, but personally, I would get shares just so I don't have to worry about time.
All right, and then we have Big saying SPCE is going to the moon. Don't undervalue the potential to it. So SPCE is doing pretty good today. It's up around 8%. They have a big resistance right around $35, and they actually did a double bottom pattern right at $15. So it doesn't look horrible. It's not my favorite setup, but it's good to see it's up around 8% today.
Yeah, and whenever it runs, it really likes to go. I would say, honestly, just make it break above 35, because if it does, it could easily like gap up to 45 or 50. We've seen it do it in the past. So if it breaks 35, I think it would be a good time to go ahead and trade it. But until it breaks, then I'm just not going to look at it too much.
All right, and then we have IM saying there's ARKX, which is the Kathy Wood ETF related to space stocks. So I know that like the ARK fund in general, ARKK, has been struggling a little bit, but all growth stocks have been too, so it's not like it's Kathy's fault. But if we look at ARKX specifically, they're not doing bad. You know, they actually had a pretty good past 2 weeks or so. There's not any crazy movement, but it's not doing too bad.
Yeah, it's not terrible. I actually own some of this one, just some shares, because I really like space for the longer term. And honestly, like if you like space companies, I think ARKX is the one to go after. You know, they have a lot of companies like John Deere and others in there that you would never even think is good in space, but apparently they use a lot of space stuff for agriculture, you know, mapping out the farm equipment and stuff like that on the ground. So there's a lot of different space things I think that people don't really even understand. So definitely go check out ARKX and what's in it, and then make your decision if you want to get it or not. But for the longer term, I really like this, and I like the whole space sector itself. I think this is a lot safer to get than SPCE, obviously, but SPCE is just a totally different animal.
Gotcha. So, Tom, do you have any closing thoughts on anything that's going on in the market right now? I know that AMC is just a crazy, crazy event, crazy stock. It's exploding. It actually, so it closed at like $62.50. Already it's at $66 in after hours. I remember when we made our video yesterday, the stock closed right around, you can say like $31. And then by the time we posted it, AMC was at like $40 in after hours. So who knows what's going to happen tonight? It's showing a little bit of potential right now. But Tom, do you have any closing thoughts?
Yeah, I think it can still go. Honestly, I think it still looks pretty strong, but I just want to, just bear in mind, guys, I just want to stress just to be very careful with these stocks. If you're day trading these and getting in and out of calls very quickly, or even shares, it can get a little stressful, of course. And there's lots of stuff like these halts that can cause some problems as well. So just keep in mind, as the day goes on, these plays are going to be pretty risky, but if you know what you're doing and you can trade it, I think that they're awesome. I hope that AMC can go up to $100 tomorrow. I'm looking at the 1 year daily right now, and I just go back and I look at GME and some of those others whenever they started running. And honestly, if this keeps going, I would expect it to maybe hit 100, possibly higher. I mean, let's go look at GME on the daily. Like whenever that thing was running, it started really breaking up above 70, up above 100, and then having huge days up to $400. So I'm not saying AMC is going to do that, of course, but man, it could definitely move similarly to that. So just be careful. Like I said, there's lots of movement that could happen. If it breaks 72.62 tomorrow, I think it'll be awesome. And like I said, I'm kind of targeting $100, but that's kind of far out as well. But it's just a little bit of a target to look out for tomorrow. I think that'll be a big psychological level in people's minds. And who knows if it passes above 100, I think it could really go. But just be careful though, guys. Like there's lots of risk involved with these stocks, and with the volatility going up, it just makes it even harder. So just keep that in mind also.
All right. Well, guys, don't forget, let us know where you think AMC is going. Let us know in the comments down below. Like I said, some people think it's going to crash, and some people think this thing's going to 50,000 or more. So let us know in the comments down below what you guys think. If you want to trade with Tom and I every single day and our bots, you can click the first link in the description down below for about $40 off. And don't forget to join us live tomorrow morning on the Stocked Up live channel. The link is in the description down below. And if you have any questions, let us know in the comments down below. But other than that, thanks for watching.